Hello students! In my past tutorial, I already teach you on how to change improper fractions into a mixed numbers and vice versa. And today, I will teach you on how to add mixed numbers with like and unlike denominators. But let us have a review first on what is mixed number. A mixed number is a whole number and a proper fraction represented together. It generally represents a number between any two whole numbers. So, ang mixed number po ay combination siya ng whole number and a proper fraction. Example ng mixed number ay 2 and 4 over 6, kung saan ang whole number ay ang 2, fraction naman ay ang 4 over To add mixed numbers with like or the same denominator, we should follow the steps below. Step 1. Add the whole numbers together. Step 2. Add the numerator of fractions together. Step 3. If the sum of fractions becomes an improper fraction, convert it to a mixed number and write the answer. And lastly, find the sum of the whole numbers and fractions. For example, 2 and 4 over 6, 3 and 3 over 6. Step 1, numbers together. So, dito sa ating equation, 2 and 3 ay ang numbers. So, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. At ang 4 over 6 at 3 over 6 naman ay ang tinatawag nating proper fraction. In step 2, we need to add the numerator of the fractions together. Ang numerator ay yung number na nasa taas ng bar. In our proper fractions na 4 over 6 and 3 over 6, our numerators are 4 and 3. So, magiging 4 over 6 plus 3 over 6 is equal to 7 over 6. Kasi nga, ina-add lang ang numerators na 4 and 3. Step 3. If the sum of fractions becomes an improper fraction, convert it to a mixed number and write the answer. As we all know, 7 over 6 is an improper fraction since ang kanyang numerator ay mas mataas o mas malaki kaysa sa denominator. And to change it into a mixed number, we will use the numerator 7 as our dividend and the divisor will be the denominator, which is 6. Proceed tayo sa division. So, 7 equal to 1. Multiply to the divisor is 6. So, 1 equals 6. And subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. At hindi divisible ang 1 6 ay magiging remainder. change 7 over into this number, we will quotient 1 number. Remainder 1 will be our numerator. And copy or affix the denominator, which is 6. 7 over 6 is equal to 1 over 6. Step 4. Combine the sum of the whole numbers and the fractional parts. So 5 plus 1 and 1 over 6 is equal to 6 and 1 over 6. So let's go back to the original equation. 2 and 4 over 6 plus 3 and 3 over 6 is equal to 6 and 1 over 6. Another example, 1 and 3/5 plus 2 and 4/5. In this equation, the 1 and so in step 1, we need two numbers together. So 1 is equal to 3. Then 3 over 5 and 4 over 5 are the proper fraction. So in step 2, add the numerator of the fractions together. So 3 over 5 plus 4 over 5 is equal to 7 over 5. Kasi nga, we just add the numerators. So ang numerators dito ay 3 and 4. So 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. That is why the result is 7 over 5. Some fractions, an improper fraction, convert it to a mixed number and write the answer. So 7 over 5 is a proper fraction, meaning we will convert it to a mixed number. So to convert it to a mixed number, we will use the numerator 7 as our dividend and the denominator 5 will be our divisor. So 7 divided by 5 is equal to 1 and multiply the result to the divisor, which is 5. 1 times 5 is equal to 5. And subtract. 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. And since 2 is not divisible by 5, we will use 2 for remainder. And to convert 7 over into a mixed number, the quotient 1 will be our whole number and the remainder 2 will be the numerator. And just affix or copy the denominator, which is 5. Therefore, 7 over 5 is equal to 1 and 2 over 5. Step 4, combine the number and fractional parts. So 3 plus 1 and 2 over 5 is equal to 4 and 2 over 5. Ganon din dito sa 1 and 3 over 5 plus 2 and 4 over 5 is equal to 4 and 2 over 5. Another example, 1 and 1 over 7 plus 3 and 5 over 7. So, dito sa equation, ang ating whole numbers ay 1 at saka 3. In step 1, add the whole numbers together. So, 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Then 1 over 7 and 5 over 7 are the proper fractions. So, in step 2, add the numerator of the fractions together. So, dito sa ating fractions, ang ating numerator ay 1 at saka 5. So, add 1 over 7 plus 5 over 7 is equal to 6 over 7. At dahil ang result sa step 2 ay hindi improper fraction, we will proceed directly to step 4. So, we will combine the sum of the whole numbers and the fractional parts. So, 4 plus 6 over 7 is equal to 4 and 6 over 7. Ganon din dito sa 1 and 1 over 7 plus 3 and 5 over 7 is equal to 4 and 6 over 7. But how can we add mixed numbers with unlike denominators? So, to add mixed numbers with unlike different denominators, we should follow the steps. Step 1. Add the integers together. Step 2. Add the fractions together. In this section, you must first find the least common denominator or LCD. Then you can add the numerator of the fractions together. Step 3. If the sum of the fractions becomes an improper fraction, convert it to a mixed number and write the answer. And lastly, combine the sum of the whole numbers and the fractional parts. For example, 1 and 1/2 plus 2 and 2/3. So 1 and 2 are the whole numbers.